Welcome, foolish mortals, to Awful Neutral.
What am I supposed to do with this big dumb smile?
Hello and welcome to Awful Neutral. I'm your Dungeon Master, Damian Mercado, and with me, as always, is Mr. Dave Callens as...
Go to somebody else. Thelonious Monk. I forget what I am. I'm an otter person.
What you guys don't know is that, like, I try to schedule these D&D meetings at like 3 a.m. So they're all like getting calls, and then we just hit record. So Dave's had literally no time to prepare. So I'm catching him. He has to realize where he is. Thelonious Monk. Salvador Viesca.
Streaming also. Salvador, sorry.
Trebido, Philharmonic, Rainshine, Lucius,
Gregory.
We really overdid it with the middle names on this particular campaign.
Like
I think we did it. We underdid it, actually.
None of my characters have one, so that's a big fail on my part.
If you guys remember, my human character's middle name is Stacy, Jonathan Stacy Utah, because Blink-182 wrote that song, or whatever band it was, wrote Stacy's mom about his mom.
Fountains of Wayne?
Yep.
Yeah, Fountains of Wayne, thank you.
I don't contribute much to pop culture
that
references.
Sarah knew that.
She fucking nailed
I
it.
wouldn't know what to do with myself if we didn't have the answer to that one.
I don't. Pop culture is not my forte, but in this one, yeah, I get once a month. I'm on point.
Huge Fountains of Wayne fan right there.
The person who filled her pop culture reference quota for the month, Miss Sara Lee Steiner. Who will you be playing today?
I'm going to be playing Abra Lasagna, Dudes and Dudettes. And I just would like to announce that in order to get into character today, I successfully hit my head on a counter before this recording. I do have a small little
method
coming in here, but your girl's feeling concussed and confused and ready to go.
So normal.
I see what you did there.
Is she method or just chose a character that would be easy for her to play? Because
Were you
life imitates art or art imitates life? I don't know.
Listen, I'm just a klutz through and through. It was the corner. It was the corner of the counter too, like right.
Yeah, that's not
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh,
that's your middle name? Klutz?
Yeah. So if I go down during this recording, Jesse has my address. He can call 911 for me.
Don't let.
It's all on you, Jesse.
It's a really long drive though, so
if she starts taking a nap in the middle of the recording, start screaming at her. No, Sarah, stay awake. Jesse Egan, who will you be playing?
Craig Thrillman.
Gotcha.
Middle names omitted.
Because you didn't. By the way, I love how you already. If we were to have a dedicated wiki page, like we blew up tomorrow and we had a wiki, there would be wars over your name. People would go back, no, an episode, whatever. He was. We did add unofficially last week that Clint, while playing you, was going to be Peggery, and
okay.
It was
so it's Gregory.
Very sexually suggestive take on the name.
Gregory.
If you get Peggery, you can't get
Peggery.
Oh, sorry, Peggery.
Peggery, not R.
Because Preggery is a different character altogether. Because
Peggery created Preggery.
Yes, because why make this easy? So, would you take
motto.
So what else did I miss? What else happened with my did his
No, that's the whole episode.
Oh, we won. Yeah,
it was just me
over.
as you as Peggery.
You did help drive the story forward, and we will get to that in just a second. But real quick, Clint Beischer, who will you be playing today?
Unfortunately, I lost the rights to Peggery, so I'll only be... I'm Milton, yo. Yeah, I'm just, that Trey guy. I'm like his best friend, and it's cool. We do all kinds of adventures together, yeah.
Technically second best friend to Bugsy. You guys don't remember how much of a bond we had back in high school.
I mean, Bugsy, who
we're not in high school anymore, are we, Sal?
I'll also be playing Corbin Crow. How's everybody doing this morning?
I love how you became Tim Curry from Rocky Horror Picture Show. So everything's dripping with sexuality.
Ew, dripping.
Yes, that's.
What can I say? I've been back home for a little bit now, getting my drip back.
Oh, don't say that again.
That's right. But we should. There were some big developments last episode. I want to start off by saying Sara Lee got her CTE fixed while she met an NPC in the town of Starfall Village, where you met Alara. She was the mayor of Starfall Village, and she said that she would. She was given scratches. She was given Gregory scratches behind his ears, as he was acting particularly dog-like last episode when he ran off into the woods and led the party to Starfall Village. There, she did two things. She scratched the itch on Avril Lasagna's brain, and cured her CTE with a high-level greater restoration spell.
Which is why Sara Lee hit her head today, because only one character can not have CTE, like the real one or the fake one. It's one or the other.
I need the scales balanced at all times in this world and my fake world.
So if I were to, for some reason, like if I were to, through manner of, as the dungeon master, I were to award Avril Lasagna with some sort of crown of intelligence, she would suffer a traumatic brain injury tomorrow or something. Is that the way the curse?
This would be one of those Burger King crowns that looks great for a couple of minutes, but very quickly will crumble and be forgotten about, or like fly out the car window and get stepped on. So yeah.
You are very disrespectful to your Burger King crowns. I'll just tell you that right now.
You get flowers for Algernon. Gotcha.
You know?
I like these. They look great.
I still have a perfect collection, pristine condition. What are you doing wrong with your burger crowns?
I don't know, dudes. I put effort into my Mickey Mouse ears, though, so I got those going.
Jesse, this lady Laura seemed to know a bit about your past. Seems to know about your circle of druids, and she sensed that you were on your way to your true form. And while she couldn't do everything for you, she did help you along the way. And so you now have full-length golden retriever hair. You still have your human skeleton, but you have full-length body, golden retriever hair, and your wings are now full size.
You say he still has his human skeleton. That sounds like he's just carrying that around with him. Like, here's my human skeleton.
Can you make a dance? I want a sidekick.
You still have your human skeleton.
So you still have your human bone structure, is what I meant to say. You look. In fact, you look closer to like Chewbacca now, if anything, in a lot of ways.
What have we done to him?
Not close enough for us to get a cease and desist.
Except Chewbacca has smaller calves.
Golden Chewbacca with fatty calves.
I can never. There we go.
I've never heard it done that way. That was
fun. I thought a turkey wandered into the stream.
Action? You got some tongue action going on there?
Backwards tongue. That was.
I'm taking notes. Wow. Okay, you work that into the voice repertoire later. Additionally, when you guys left the previous village at the start of the episode, you had left the werewolf situation to handle itself, and you had left the mayor trying to destroy the Sacred Grove situation to handle itself. Through a series of rolls while you were escaping. By the way, Jesse, if you weren't here, I think you would have been... They could only have done this, I think, while you weren't here, because I know you would have been advocating to fight the mayor. But... yeah, they decided to. So the party. Oh, this is probably a big story thing for you, Jesse.
We escaped with the unicorn, though, right? We freed the unicorn, or no?
Yes,
that was a while ago.
You freed the unicorn,
but then the werewolf thing. We just were like, screw it, we're leaving.
Well,
we gave him the information.
This guy gets us. He's
Yeah. You told the dad, like, instead of like escorting the very dangerous werewolf to the sacred grove to where he could be healed, you basically told the elderly priest, like, hey, just take him to the sacred grove. You got this. And so the scene ended with this, with like Hans Mole Man rolling up his sleeves and approaching the tiger cage. So,
Okay.
and then you guys exposed the mayor through a circle of truth. The mayor then, with no political cover left, hatched her plan and attempted to destroy the sacred grove. You guys said, "Well, we had done enough. Well, we uncovered the story. That's Woodward and Bernstein didn't also prosecute the case. They just did the reporting." So you guys took off and
Real hands-off adventurers here, huh?
yes.
This is getting too messy.
Sara Lee's squire rode off on a Travolta horse, and that is.
We learned that I'm a proficient Cutco saleswoman, by the way.
Oh yeah, she's great. Top in her region.
Yeah.
And now that she doesn't have
Making
CT,
good sales.
like imagine okay, you're at a multi-level marketing pitch meeting, right? And like all the people who would apply for that job. I just gave you +2 intelligence points in that meeting. You're gonna blow everybody in that room away.
Yeah.
You've
And then
tripled the intelligence.
A week later, we'll lose those points. So.
Goal for marketing.
And lastly, and probably the biggest turn of all, is that we found out a very important secret about Corvid. We found out that Corvid is not actually Bugsy, the person who you guys the person from your high school who you went through the portal with. He is actually a changeling who signed a contract to switch identities legally and binding magically, so that he became Bugsy. And so,
Jesse, his real name is Tiffy.
in actuality, Corvid, which he was only called with after he came back from Ophelia the first time, is actually an elderly tiefling man. Although he did get a greater restoration.
Changeling.
Oh, sorry.
Changeling.
I apologize. Changeling. And he did get a...
Cancel Damian right now. Called him the wrong thing.
Called him a
I mean, it'd be really confusing if you imagine a tiefling instead of a changeling.
You just dead raced him, dude.
No, he could be anything. He's... All I'm saying is that changeling culture, what is changeling culture? It's stealing, appropriating other cultures.
Oh, here comes Mike Lindell.
Call me a racist if you want, but a changeling, can't trust him. So
you're a changeling, and Bugsy is what?
MIA?
Oh, Bugsy is not here. Bugsy's...
Yeah, we don't know. We just found this out.
Bugsy's taken my identity and done something with it. We don't know what it is yet.
As a matter of fact, we introduced Corvid's lawyer, Vincent Gallo, over here. And he was a very short dwarven man who is his criminal attorney, who decided to, or who is helping Corvid track down.
He's a criminal. He's not, criminal attorney means.
Yeah.
So he's helping you track down your alter ego or your Bugsy?
Well, the legality of, also Bugsy as me committed crimes that I am liable for. So I'm trying to watch out for that that liability.
Right. We're really more villains than heroes in this. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean,
you guys
heroes.
Have we done anything good yet?
I would argue that you guys have done on the good side of things, like
medium good.
Like yes, you guys have. I would argue that you guys just don't have the follow through. Like if anything, like you guys, like you guys do, like you guys are the B students of heroes.
Like, I'm lazy. I got it.
We've half-assed a lot of heroic deeds.
And what's hurtful is
done them halfway.
It's not that you failed because you of lack of ability or lack of heart. I suppose. But don't worry. I think it's a hilarious hook and plotline for an adventure, and I love it.
We're very close enough, style. Close enough.
Jesse has a much bigger conscience as a role player than all of you.
I don't know.
He has a what? What's that word you used?
We'll see. All right, so as the adventure begins, you guys, after a long night of partying at the Sacred Forest, which was the gay bar in Starfall Village.
What you forgot to mention that in the.
That is how you close the night. Like with
a recap.
The mayor was asking for help, was scratching behind Gregory's ears, and you guys wanted to look for a tome of cats. You guys wanted to go shopping for a tome of cats, and left her to go to the gay bar, the Sacred Forest, where you guys proceeded to party the night away. And you guys met another NPC, who was the ranger for the village.
And most importantly, Avril Lasagna, with some help, sold lifetime supply level amount of Cutco knives. Like we're set on money now.
I'm gonna get my Rolex watch now.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of rocks coming you guys' way. She had to fill out a lot of like order slips because she didn't have enough inventory on hand.
I take it back. We have done some heroic things.
Yeah.
Oh, and we learned that we can just break rocks into smaller rocks, and they each count as a rock now.
Yeah,
Kind of like money laundering.
If anything, what you guys have the law has yet to catch up. You guys have introduced like some Wall Street thing for like cheating and getting more money out of the money you currently have.
This is the fun part of Ocean's 11.
Breaking rocks.
So we'll say
that scene.
We'll say that night, while you guys are partying, we're gonna pick up with Gregory. Gregory, you are sitting in the bar, the inn, with Alara. As described, she is a halfling woman. She's an older. She looks more on the crunchy side of things. She is an older druid lady. She has gray dreads, and she
kind of a patchouli smell.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, this whole town.
I suddenly don't like her.
So I see you noticing and admiring the vibes in here.
Pretty good vibes.
Yes. Well,
Pretty chill vibes.
I didn't know how much honest you wanted to be with the others, but now that they're not here, well, I'm glad you like them. They are based on your order, the Order of the Sacred Stone, the Circle of the Stone. Didn't you help found this village long ago to help protect the Glimmering Veil?
It's highly possible, but I have a shit memory, so
I see.
Not really sure. That's one of my weaknesses built into the character is very poor memory.
She's like scratching your hindquarters now.
It's hard to remember.
I see that you're still awakening into your true self, and part of that is your memories as well. Yes, then allow me to give you a quick history lesson to jog your memory. Yes, this is the Glimmering Veil. This is the spot in all of Ophalia where the boundaries between our two worlds, between Stony Oregon and Ophalia itself, are the thinnest. It is a curse though, because it is oddly enough, the veil is thin enough to make it a danger from outsiders who seek to pillage the wares and treasures of Stony Oregon. But because of the way it works, this is mainly the backside of the river. Things mostly flow out, and it is incredibly dangerous.
It's the backside of water? Sara Lee, you know that reference. She's not listening.
And so your circle actually used the power of the first stone that ever fell, the first star that ever fell through between our worlds, and used it to craft your own power in this world, the power over stones, and used it to create Starfall Village, a village dedicated to keeping this place safe from outsiders. although we're not perfect, occasionally there are some black market tradesmen, to include Dwayne, who have been known to, through the years, find their way upstream and pilfer some items. They've been making a black market for years through to our failure. And right under our noses, they can see through the invisibility and cloaking spells we leave behind.
Damn that Dwayne.
Named after Patreon and superfan Dwayne. Welcome to the world, Dwayne.
So is this veil is an actual thing, a physical thing that we can draw back and go back home through?
I suppose it might be possible to go home through there, but understand there have always been while this has been something that has existed since as before the ancients can remember, it mainly flows outwards. To make your way upstream with all of the safely would be an incredibly treacherous thing, something that even the great druids of the Stone Circle wouldn't dare to do. Again, it is only those who are incredibly brave or daring or have some secret that we are unaware of could dare make their way up. But yes, that might be a way to get back. There is precedence. If you could find that smuggler Dwayne, if you could, I would love it if you were to keep him from spoiling the sacredness of the Glimmering Veil, to perhaps dissuade him from ever coming back. But if you don't want to, then perhaps he could tell you how he does it.
So the assignment here is to find Dwayne. Where do we look for Dwayne?
I don't know. He occasionally we just find foot tracks. We've occasionally caught him in the Glimmering Veil, but who knows where he is? He might be he might be in Stony Organ right now stealing things. What I don't understand is how he comes back. There's a time buffer when you come back. I don't understand how he avoids that.
Did you see one of these footprints recently? I'm part dog, so I'm wondering if I sniff it, I could maybe track his steps.
I'm sure if you were to go into the Glimmering Veil to investigate.
Milton pops up. Oh, we got something to sniff out. I'm in. I will help the shit out of that task. Hell yeah.
Then yes, I believe with the right, with Milton's help, it's certainly possible to track down this character. But he is very slippery. You may not be able to be successful.
Well, I'm gonna need the rest of my squad. Where's what's that squad called? Oh,
Avril's assholes.
I
don't know, but when things get slippery, sometimes you just gotta slide. You know what I'm saying? Slip slide, bro.
Well, the reason, Dwayne aside, I did not ask for your help for that. Recently, we said the original Starfall was that stone. That's just, it can be confusing, but it is. Think of a star as a large lump of matter that has somehow been able to cross the barrier between Stony Organ and our world. And this happens every millennia or so, but it's happened 3 times in the last month, and it has not, and the balance of the sacred grove itself has been off. It is affecting the magics that your circle has set up to protect this land. And so if you could please investigate that, and so we could keep this place a secret.
Sounds like a side mission. Which one's the main mission? We have the Dwayne, and we got the shirt.
Well, my main mission, because we're all characters with motivation. My main mission was certainly be this, helping the village. However, if your motivation was perhaps to get back home, then I suppose.
Or we'll help the village first. That's the main. And then the other one's a side quest.
Milton's sitting there with an epiphany. It's the character with my own motivation.
Is Milton? Remind me who Milton is. Your character was Corvid Crow and Bugsy.
He's my rat. My rat became.
Yeah. Clint's been
He's
playing a rat.
Rat man.
He's a person now. He's got
a sentient talking rat.
A were-rat, if you will.
He's a were-rat. He's wearing like a denim jacket or vest. His tail's kind of like floppy, so it usually rests over his shoulder.
I love Milty. Okay, great. If you wanted to jump up on my shoulder like one of those little figurines at Disneyland, that'd be cool. If you don't feel like
Milton looks over at Trey, whatever he's doing, and is like guilty, but as he's like climbing up onto your shoulder.
Oh, no, Trey's not there.
I thought everybody else had left and was partying at somewhere in the gay bar.
Yeah, they're at the gay bar. And by the way, he is not. We have established that this is his. He's a druid as well. He is a wild shaping druid, and he is doing his best to shapeshift into a gnomish man, I believe he wanted to be, but it came off as this like Bart Simpson rat boy abomination.
Oh, that's what Milty is? He's a druid?
Yes, he studied. He is a druid, just like studying under Trey.
So he's just a bad druid. He tried to be a gnome and turned into a rat.
Yeah. So you have this like horrific rat boy thing on your shoulder. This like, I mean, this obese child thing on your shoulder.
What was your guy's name again, Sal?
Trey Badeau, Philharmonic Rainshine.
Okay, well, if Trey is there, I give him his rat.
And you got to hold the tray.
Oh, I'm not. I don't think I'm there.
He's not.
Okay.
Carry me. As he looks disgusting. Uppy.
Jump on my shoulder, disgusting Milty. Let us ride.
Disgusting Milty.
We try to gather up the rest of our squad and go check out this main mission, figure out what's going on with the circle of life.
Well, we'll say, she will
go up on her own.
One last thing, Gregory.
Third mission?
I highly advise, because of the nature of the glimmering veil itself, that you take off in the morning and try to get as far as you can, as fast as you can.
All right, we'll leave at first light.
Excellent. Oh, you've so much worry gone. Thank you. Good luck. Have fun partying with your friends. And thank you again, oh wise one.
No sweat.
And with Chewbacca, fairy-winged Chewbacca strolls out of the bar with a Milton on his shoulder. Where do you guys wake up? We did establish, though, that you know what? Any of you guys can wake up wherever, but we as a group can make up where Thelonious Monk, because he did roll very poorly in his Constitution check and blacked out. So we're gonna.
That's right. I forgot about that.
A fun project will be where Thelonious wakes up. So you guys just wake up in the inn? Yeah. All right.
Like under a table or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys.
You're a druid too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
You guys wake up at a table at the inn. You guys are surrounded at like a big round table. It looks like you guys ordered late night food at Denny's and just passed out at the table.
Hell yeah, been there.
Like way too much food for all of you. The waitress, you gotta pay your bill or not, sweetie? Wakey. Oh, she just leaves a check. Just leave it in stones. I included the tip.
Can I put a stone on the table and try to mash it?
Yeah.
He was like, is that enough? That's like 40 stones. Do I need a roll?
If you're gonna try to mash it, yeah. Give me a strength check.
Oops, I accidentally closed my thing. 1 second, I'm sorry. I thought I had the tab running. Strength check. My strength at 0.
Nice.
I got a 5. I hurt my hand. Ow. Ow.
What are you beating on our table for? I'll bring you a pot of coffee on the house. Don't worry.
Can Thelonious be like asleep up in the rafters, like he passed out? He's up in the rafters, but like on his tummy, he has a shot still from the night before. And he's
This
just
well balanced shot.
Yeah, yeah. Like instead of Jello shots, it's gelatinous cube shots, and it's just like resting there.
We were having a pre conversation about we were having a conversation before about shitting at public events, and
Subscribe to our Patreon for the full conversation.
yeah, and I wanted to add that is from my experience. I've had two times where somebody shit in an inappropriate time and place, and it wasn't like a medical thing, like oh my god, my IBS is acting up, and it all was super alcohol related, and they blacked out. So we've established you blacked out. So where do you shit?
No,
Mr. Otterman.
In
From you guys.
We'll see in the gay bar. There's a big controversy in town about who shit in the gay bar in the sacred forest.
I snuck out and I shit in the middle of an Australian wedding that was happening at a chapel next door.
otter poops look terrible. I googled them thinking they'd be like rabbit poops, like little round, perfect little. Nope.
Googled
Is it
otter poop.
does it
I
look,
googled otter poops and it tried to correct me. It says, "Do you mean otter pops?"
that was
I was like, why would anyone want to
Wow,
know?
what did you just do to your algorithm? My God.
Oh, mine's been fucked for a while.
would you compare it to a log? Would you compare it to a
I
spherical,
don't need to know.
or would you compare it to like a venom symbiote? Like what would you?
Do you ever like find an unwrapped candy in your pocket or in like a backpack like months after?
Oh,
It's like, otter poop.
Yeah,
Well, that's
like
what.
something that was supposed to be soft,
yeah.
like a Tootsie Roll.
A lot of
Tootsie Roll.
lot of
Tootsie.
tootsies.
How do you? What is it?
Is it Tootsie?
Tootsie.
Yeah.
Tootsie.
Tootsie Roll.
You said it like you were trying to be culturally sensitive to the Tootsie people.
The Dustin Hoffman movie was
Yeah,
very
Tootsie.
influential on me growing up. He's
Shouldn't be that funny to me, but it is.
You know,
This is right up there with your. This is right up there with your Yabba Dabba Doo Tasmanian Devil.
I call my cat's paws his little tootsies.
somebody in the chat said how unfortunate it would be if your like parents got the off-brand Otter Pops and it was Otter Poops. I mean, it's cold. I'll have it, and it's because it's really hot. I need to
I
cool
love
down.
the idea of Google being like, "Did you mean otter pops?" And you're like,
Nope.
no,
Meant what I
absolutely
said.
not.
He's like, "I'm trying to help you, buddy."
All right. Well,
Otter Pops, that's disgusting.
You know how much sugar's in that?
speaking of which, yeah, you guys hear the that waitress talking to one of the other bar like the cleaning staff, the kids, the girl sweeping up the after last night. Did you hear somebody shit in the sacred forest? They did. Disgusting it was.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it sounds like someone should be shit in the forest. It's a forest, you know? So there's an owl bear shit in the woods.
There's a sacred Albert shit in the sacred forest.
And we're gonna say at that point, Jesse, we're gonna say you and Milton actually got a room that night and didn't just pass out at the table, and you guys didn't
Get a
see-
room.
"Get a room, you and Rat Boy." All right. Oh, that was a nice room.
I'm picturing them sleeping like the scene from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Where's your other hand? Between two pillows.
Football.
Boy, so we walk into this scene.
Yeah. You guys stroll down. You guys have had your shower. You guys are pretty refreshed. You know, you guys have done your whole getting ready routine. Your hair's still wet.
Feeling fresh. Boy, there's a lot of poop in here.
Goodness, what? Whoa, why is there an otter in the rafters? I guess I help everybody back to life. And give them all some Red Bull or something.
Yeah, the
Well, now we're all gonna have wings.
What's that?
Ooh, I like that.
That's right. I start flapping my wings to give them a breeze to wake them up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I smell like dog, but here's some wafting. Rat boy, help me revive. I'm sorry, you're not. That's not his name. Milty, jump down their pants. Do something to revive these people. They're asleep.
Oh, yeah. I suppose if you're telling me to, I could wiggle up some pants or something.
Yes, I'm requesting.
Wiggle up some pants.
That's exactly what I'm asking.
Like he formed
Wiggle up
the-
the pants and wake them up in the most hilarious possible way. That would be my request. Can I roll for that?
So he was a naked, like a Pooh Bear. Fucking. That's even funnier.
I think Milton will transform into actual rat form for this task.
Rolled an 8 to request him to do that. That's not needed. All right.
No, Milton's pretty easy to convince.
Sweet.
All right, whose pants gets wriggled first?
I think Dave, I'm looking up Dave's name. Dave, your name was
Thelonious Monk.
No. What's your name in this?
Yeah, no,
story?
that's it. That's
Johnny Utah.
Jonathan.
Kevin.
Jonathan Utah.
Call me Kevin.
But his D&D
Jonathan.
version has a different name for some reason.
Mm.
He's Thelonious Monk.
Hey, dealer's choice, rat boy. Enjoy whatever pants.
I love that Jesse didn't believe what my character's name was for like a solid 30 seconds.
No,
And then just shifted.
don't believe it.
I can't be right.
Oh my god.
This is what you do to Sal every episode. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I'll go Thelonious first.
Thelonious is, as Damien said, like more of a Winnie the Pooh style dresser. So got the shirt and hand ramps, and yeah.
The rat doesn't think about that until he's all the way at the task, and he's like, pops back like he doesn't have pants on. No, he's got a shirt. Should I just go for the shirt?
Wriggle up something. We got to get this story moving. We're stuck in a hallway here. This is like a long corridor. We did 40 minutes of introductions, and now we're sitting in a gay bar. Stupid. We got to get to Shimmer and Veil. Somebody.
You guys are back.
Pick up. Let's go.
You guys are back at the start of Fall Inn. The gay bar is there's actually you're glad you mentioned that because there's actually quite a ruckus about there's like a posse. Somebody shit in this gay bar last night. People come here for a good time.
We got to get out of town.
Yeah.
I dive into Mr. Otterpants' fur, I guess.
This would be very on brand for Avril's assholes to start some kind of crazy controversy and then just skip town.
Yeah.
Just leave it behind.
Yep.
All right, Milton scrambling all over through Thelonious' shirt. Undersized, his undersized T-shirt.
I'm just as I'm waking up and I'm like kind of batting like trying to scratch the itch or whatever, and I fall off the rafters. So now I'm down on the ground with everybody else.
All right.
Roll me.
Yeah, him falling off definitely wakes old.
Oh
old
man, that
timer up.
was a crazy dream I was having right there.
Up and at him, you guys. We got to get to this glimmering veil. Let's move it along.
Shit. That sucked. I can't. I thought I was young enough to party again. I'm not.
Is that corporate?
Hello, yes. Morning voice. Happens to all of us.
So good.
Happens to all of us, right?
Don't talk to me till I put my voice on.
Ooh. Rough night.
He had his cup of coffee, like she brought the big pot of coffee, and he's talking all weird, and then he drinks it. And, hello, Colvin Crow.
Best part of waking
Snickers
up.
commercial. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Have a Snickers.
Well, guys, I feel like I haven't seen you in a month, and so I'm glad that we're all catching up. But I think we should probably get out of this Starfall place before we get accused of possibly pooping somewhere we shouldn't have. And what do you think about going to the Glimmering Veil and doing some investigation?
Quick question, Kevin, and this is sorry, Kevin, Thelonious, but this is really just for you. How black?
It's got to be once an episode he does that, right?
You did, Kevin. Yes, I'm used to addressing Kevin. Do you remember? I know you were blacked out last night, but did you brown in during the shitting? Is there any recollection?
Did you brown in when you browned out?
How long were you waiting? You could unveil that one.
What role can I do to see if I remember anything?
Just give me a luck roll. Give me a even. Even you remembered. Odd you don't.
The fuck is a luck roll?
It just said roll any dice.
Any dice.
Okay.
All right.
Even you remember.
8.
Odd you don't. 8 you remember. Yeah, it's like a nightmare. It's like a nightmare haunting you in the back of your a nightmare you're running from. But yeah, you do seem to remember like a point in your that like brought you where you browned in, where like you were just looking for the bathroom. You had to shit really bad. The line for the bathrooms was way too long, and
if I may, I'll go with the looking for the bathroom line's too long, but it is not haunting me like a nightmare. It's just like, all right, man, I guess I'm just gonna shit here. It's fine. It's not a big deal, you know. I mean,
you're a terrorist. You're
No
a monster.
regrets.
You need shame. This is.
hey, what?
Listen,
Look, what am I supposed to do, man? The bathroom line is so long. This is just unreasonable.
I'm no
He
Catholic.
just doesn't have like a
You
real
need
concept
shame.
of inside versus outside, even. Just like,
My puppy does that. Like, oh well, the door's closed. I guess I'm being inside. Well, you were blacked out. Okay, we're gonna say you guys are make your way out of the Starfall Inn. But in there, in front, you do see a gathering posse. People are. I have a second shitter theory. All right, now I think.
Oh my God, Damian, just like that old, I think it was in Ohio when there was a missing woman. They were in a search party, and the woman they were looking for joined the search party to help look for her. I'm going to join this, like, somebody shit on the floor. We got to find what happened here, man. Let's start
Good strategy.
You guys do pass it. Yeah, so we're going to Thelonious. You jump in. That's right. In fact, we got an otter folk here. That's great because I was about to say we otherwise we're going to have to find a scent hound or something to help track this down. I think with this otter folk here, we might be able to find out who the real shitter was. You might be able to use his smells.
I forget his name, but I'm going to try to pin it on Avril's lackey.
He's in the burn ward right now, bro.
Or one of the other ones. Doesn't she have like a frat that
Yes,
Not a whole
she
frat.
does. But he wrote off.
I'm gonna try to pin it on those guys.
Okay, so all right, okay. All right, well then go do that.
Go do that.
Well, like say it's like
go to another D&D campaign.
Go do that. I'm gonna finish this adventure. Go do that.
Hey, I'm sorry. You were kind of muttering to yourself. I kind of was saying if you could help us smell things and deduct this, but you said something. I think you said fraternity. What do you want to? You talking about the Brotherhood of the Broski?
Yeah, man, Broski's guys is known for this stuff. By the way, I just rolled a 6 for persuasion. With that.
Now, I don't think that's something. I ain't seen a broski. Those guys are loud partiers. We would have known if one of them was in the gay bar last night. Trust me.
Look, I don't know. Maybe it was this rat hanging out over here.
It's just Alex Milton.
Corbin,
No, I don't say
like
that. I'm not going to try to pin it on Milton.
Corbin's size stretches and then transforms into a frat bro and runs off. It's like, oh no, he's on to me. No.
Wait,
I love it when a plan comes together.
wait, where he come from? Almost on cue. Wait, stop that frat bro. Stop that broski. He's a suspect in a shitting. In a public shitting. and
Just an exposure.
I will say that, like, not that this has any effect on the story, he does run much more like an old man who got a healing spell so that his joints were back in the condition of a 50-year-old man, and not like somebody who was running at 20 years old in the prime of their life. It's a very easy on the knees run he's doing.
His form's a little too proper.
One of the comments on our Twitch right now says, "You may not like it, but this is what peak character development looks like."
So the posse takes off after Corvid.
Pin that comment. We need that for our media. That's perfect.
Give me an athletics check.
All of us?
Oh,
Or an acrobatics check. No, just Clint. We're gonna see if he's able to lose. We're gonna see what happens. Even though he loses them,
acrobatics for sure.
He could just duck behind a bush and change into one of them chasing him, and like, hey, he went that way.
Can I do a stealth roll to get
yes, you can.
through turn a corner and yeah.
Turn into a bug.
You're right. I did try to.
Yeah.
I did try to pigeonhole how you solved this. My mistake.
24.
24. Okay, but your run athletics. You're okay.
Yeah, 8 to get some speed.
Yeah,
24 to dip out.
You kind of slowly shuffle behind like a bush or something, and like you have enough of a head start that they don't like. You're able to break eye contact for just a second. Fortunately, though, with your high stealth roll, you predator out. You jump into a bush, you become invisible,
And then I'll transform into the lady that gave us the mission and told us about everything.
Alara. Yeah, you change into a small halfling hippie lady, elderly hippie lady.
And then I'll fart and like walk away like this, like. Oh no! Oh, hello.
I smell peculiar.
Oh,
don't go over there.
Alara,
no reason.
Mayor Alara, were you just come? Oh, I'm so sorry. You just came out to the woods to bust ass. I'm so sorry.
As any good proper citizen would. Can I help you?
That's downright considerate of you. That's not the type of actions of somebody who would shit. Man, mistress, you got a healthy gut. Okay, thank you for peeing that outside the town. We're gonna go look for. You didn't see a frat guy running around here, did you?
I mean, I was busy. I was focusing on myself. Good lad.
In the town charter for Starfall Village, we said no potty humor. And today I feel like we failed everybody.
The town charter.
We call it the Brown Charter. As one last little joke before we stopped.
Oh, and with a big apology, see now. All right, well, I'm gonna go take. Well, we're gonna go see if we can't find that frat guy.
And just don't bring this up to me later. I'll pretend like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm submitted, but you should bring this up to a physician. That's what I might recommend.
And I just go, shh. Cute.
All right.
Off to my hippie stuff.
So
do we all realize who that is, or do I think it's the mayor again?
He ran off. Unless you were behind him, it was you guys probably wouldn't be a part of that. We're gonna say you guys. You guys start walking down the Jesse Gregory. You're leading him down the path into the Glimmering Vale.
You know,
wait a second. I'm not actually going to do this, but how funny it would be if while they're all distracted, I go shit on the floor again.
Monster.
It's your world.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just saying.
He's gonna do it.
Some men just want to watch. If I get, listen, Dave, I'm going to keep my eye on my phone. If I get a text telling me that you decided to do something, that's cool. Nobody's shaming you out of this.
I am.
Corvid remembering how
forever.
Corvid remembering how much mischief, how fun mischief is, goes up to as Laura. It's Laura still. Is that
Alara.
Alara? Goes up to Gregory and is like, "Oh, one last thing before you go. I am into fart play. If you're into that sometime, you come find me. All right, ta-ta."
Oh my God.
I'm gonna write that down. Okay.
Why Clint? Why?
This is the direction of the show. Just deal with it, okay? We're a scat show now.
I was feeling really seen and included about 30 seconds ago, and then he said that.
It's like watching that scene from The Nutty Professor where they're at the table and everybody's farting. You know, like you feel dirty for laughing, but you're laughing. Like you feel like
It's beautiful watching a family bond.
Mm-hmm.
It's the beginning of Tropic Thunder with Meet the Farters.
Exactly. Okay.
We got a comment on the Twitch in all caps says you did not just do that, and I don't even know which part they're referring to.
We did whatever you're talking about. We sure did.
This is like the shopping episode, only with locker room theme. This is where the term "holy shit" comes from.
Every part of that.
I don't think they poop as much in the locker room.
Tell me you've never been to a gym. Yeah, people just pooping all the time in the gym. What? If they took pre-workout, but that's at the top end. That's okay. So we're
It's gonna be the end of the episode. And we have not gotten out of this bar.
Love it.
so the new hallway. So this glimmering hallway that you find yourselves in.
I stepped in poop in this hallway.
Yeah, I think we all did.
Slow it down.
You go deeper and deeper into the glimmering veil, and there's something off, or maybe it seems like home to you. You notice there is a definite feeling that you're abroad whenever you're in Ophalia. There's so many things that both consciously and subconsciously you notice that are differences between your two worlds. But the further you go into the glimmering veil, the more it seems like home. The trees look more like Oregon pines sometimes. You can smell the smells coming from the forest. You can almost smell bear poop in the woods to bring it back to more poop stuff.
Well, from one poop to another poop. Got it.
You can smell.
We had Robert Duvall to say, "I love the smell of bear poop in the morning."
You can hear like sometimes in the distance, like almost like a whisper, like a semi truck's jake brake from the highway echoing off the sides of the canyons. You can hear all sort. There's a sense of rural Oregon where you are. The further
instead of a raw organ of the farts.
Rural Oregon. It feels like we're home, you guys. This is crazy. Are we 10th graders again?
No. You guys are your normal selves. The selves, your old.
Still my normal dog, fairy self.
You're Chewbacca. If that's normal, then
that's normal.
You're in your chrysalis stage. You're a pupa. You're not fully the beautiful butterfly you were meant to be.
More pupa jokes. Well, let's keep exploring. Let's go deeper into the veil.
Give me a survival check, everybody.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What if we all just died right here somehow?
Ooh, I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 4 too.
Nice.
16.
4 on the floor. Poops. 4 poops on the floor.
All of you rolled a 14.
I rolled a 14.
Okay.
16.
16. Okay. You two, the last two rolls, you guys notice that just off the beaten path of this path where that seems illuminated by like fairy dust and starlight through this Oregon wood forest-ish forest, you see a bunch of mini beer cans in a circle, by mushrooms in a circle. These mushrooms seem to have like bullet holes, like little mini caliber bullet holes in them.
Oh no, it's the redneck Blair Witch.
Roll me an Arcana check, or a Nature check,
Everyone?
or a Nature check. Anybody, like all of you guys can see this, so all of you guys can. You guys notice this.
Ooh, 19.
Same here.
Ooh.
This is
Same here. That's
You guys are
weird.
all like you guys are all rolling the same dice. You guys are tattling on yourselves for cheating.
I got an 11.
26.
Trey got 20.
Trebado fucking 319s, and Trebado's got to be like 26.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking nerd.
Trey, you know exactly what this is. In fact, like you have the perfect cross section of knowledge. For some reason, you know that this is the cross section of two cultures perfectly. One, this is a fairy circle, and you're seeing classic fairy markings marking a territory. But because you also grew up in Oregon, you're drawing on that part of you, and you know redneck rural culture, rural Carhartt culture when you see it. And but it's as weird as it is. That's what you see.
Carhartt culture? Like,
Like, I love my pickup truck. I have despite living in a northern state, I have a Confederate flag. I don't know if people know this.
I have
but
a Yeti cooler. I wear Carhartt gear. I
there's
have
shell casings on the ground.
For people who may not know, if you live, and I hear it's like this in Pennsylvania, but if you live like 15 minutes outside of any big city in Oregon or Pennsylvania, you're basically in the deep South, and like that's kind of what that's what you're seeing right there.
So what we have here is a fusion of both realms' hick cultures colliding. Can the fairies be the hicks of this world? Can they be the bogans?
You might be drawing an unfair comparison to D&D culture, so one that I'm offended by.
Unfair to who?
And if I was a more woke individual, which us fairies and rednecks are not, I would be more upset about that, but I'm not. Okay, yeah, that's what you see. And in fact, like we're with that high roll, you can kind of hear like some sounds like some high pitched hooting and hollering in the distance.
You guys hear that? Is it just me? It could be the ears ringing from last night.
A fish concert. Must be a festival happening nearby.
It does sound like they've been playing on G for 30 minutes.
Is that the brown note?
It could be.
It is now.
You go low enough, anything could be the brown note. No, but seriously, like it sounds like it's not too far off. You guys, is it tinnitus? Is it the tinnitus again?
Tinnitus, I barely know us.
Sounds like a party.
Can I investigate where I'm hearing the higher pitched drawls?
It's actually just further down this path. Had you guys not rolled high enough and noticed that, you probably would have surprised these fairies coming up.
Hey, I'm just curious. What was the survival roll for?
The survival.
We're all dead.
The survival roll. The survival roll was the second roll, right?
The first
one.
Survival, then Arcana.
Oh, it was just to notice this thing off the beaten path, and then
gotcha.
to be able to do something with that was something else. So you noticed the fairy circle, you killed the interpretation of it, and now you have the option to handle this situation is going to be thrown at you. You can handle it whatever way you want.
Okay, so it's like a fairy hillbilly party going on somewhere in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
it's a little tiny barn. It's a little tiny barn burner party they got going on.
There's a little fairy, adorable fairy outhouse. You see like a campfire.
I'm imagining, if you ever seen the movie Green Room, I'm imagining the fairy version of that, like this tiny little.
Yes.
Couple
like
right wing, heavy right wing, one percenter. biker fairies.
Oh god.
As a matter of fact, the owner is a British dude for some reason, a bald British guy. But yes, it has a very like kind of day drunk feeling to it. But these are fairies. Fairies are whimsical redneck creatures. So
Milton kind of like pops his collar, gets everything straight. He's like, hillbilly fairies out. Milton might be ready to fall in love.
What? Okay, quick. What album are they listening to that you guys have brought over from your days in 2001?
Oh,
Uncle Cracker.
that's good.
Okay, so Uncle
Thank you,
Cracker,
Sara Lee.
they like there's like a fantasy Uncle Cracker playing on their Victorian record player in the background.
Hey, wait, did you say we're back to our human forms or no?
You guys are back. You guys are in your same form. You're still an otter. You're still in Ophelia.
Okay.
Z. Murray wrote the Cotton Eye Joe remix. Which I only just found out they were Swedish, that band. They were making fun of our culture.
Of course they are. They're just,
I had no idea.
Didn't get the joke.
well, jokes.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I only heard the song in passing. I had no idea, and I looked it up. I was like, wait a second.
Jokes.
Over there, it's Cotton Eye Bjorn.
We're the Weird Al Yankovic of culture. Do your worst. We're a parody of itself of a culture to begin with. Okay.
Well, I guess should we sneak up? Are we?
Brown Eye Joe.
I'm not sure exactly what our goal is.
Yeah, I'm down to sneak. We got all the advantages.
All right, let's.
Plus, we're so much bigger than them.
Yeah, let's. I have a +0 in stealth, but let's try it.
If you're gonna
I'm a
sneak,
stealth
roll me a stealth check, everybody. We'll do it as a party roll,
+5.
so it'll kind of be an average of the numbers.
14.
23.
17.
Oh,
I think we made it.
10.
10. Despite those last two rolls, this wasn't a super high roll. Yeah, you guys pass. You guys can approach them unnoticed if you choose to. I don't know how you choose to handle this, but you guys can approach them unnoticed. You guys can sneak by them even if you wanted.
And we got a long rest.
What's that?
What happened?
We got a long rest.
From the party earlier.
When you slept over at the.
Yeah. Did
right.
that count as a long rest?
Yes.
So I don't know.
Sure did. Yeah, you guys slept for the night. You guys partied for the night.
So what was our goal here? I know we're supposed to go into the Glimmering Vale and investigate for the mayor, but I'm not really certain on.
You had two. You guys wanted to find out about these falling stars. There were 3 falling stars, and she would like you to investigate that. It's causing disturbances in the Vale, and you guys also heard about Dwayne. You had also heard about Dwayne, who might be able to solve some mysteries, answer some questions about getting home.
All right. Well, I say we creep up to the side of the barn or whatever and try to listen in and see if they're talking about either of those subjects.
All right. As you get close to the side of the barn, you hear a couple of them talk, and they sound like Simpsons characters.
Hey, Dwayne! No, sorry.
Hey, Jesse, you want to be a redneck? You just got a really bad cough, and it's been going on for a bit.
I have a bad cough.
Yeah.
As a redneck?
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, Dwayne. Not Dwayne. Man, hey.
Yeah, what's up? I'm not Dwayne.
Cletus, man, that cough you got's been terrible lately, man. By the way, because they're pixies, you have, like, in your head, do the octave math. Crank it up a few octaves.
Oh, yeah, I'm not Dwayne. But I do need me a lozenge. Am I Clint Sweeter Oscar Mayer again?
Yeah, man, when first that star fell from the sky, I thought, man, we got a bunch of cool stuff, man. Like, I just found out about the Tucker and Dale vs. Evil series. Yeah, one of them DVDs fell through, man. That's been awesome. But man,
What about the other 2 meteors and Dwayne? We should talk about that too. Let's discuss in detail, not worrying about if anybody's listening in.
Oh man! Wait, you saying you seen Dwayne around these parts, man? If you see that son of a bitch, you shoot him on sight. I want that thieving, that otter folk piece of trash. Yeah, there I said it. Now, we're rural folk. I could be discriminatory against other broad groups of people. Oh, that otter folk piece of trash.
Yeah, we sure are racist against otters. Hey?
Yeah, okay, but I feel like we're unlikable enough. Now let's move on to something else. Ever since that star came from the sky, you've had that terrible cough, and I just feel sick inside. I wake up and I'm throwing up more than I normally do every morning.
Oh yeah, this cough is terrible. It's like COVID fell from the sky.
I feel like it's like become D&D Aaron Brockovich. We're doing an environmental investigation.
Yeah, no matter how much horse apple paste I take, I still feel sick, man. It ain't working.
I just start coughing violently.
Yeah, and that's the conversation you guys hear. Listening to them, like, oh man, well, throw some more plastic on the fire and let's go shoot some more mushrooms. That always makes me feel better.
That's the call.
Oh God.
Well, guys, it sounds like if we want to investigate more, we should send the otter in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think I have to pretend? I was not thinking, should I pretend I'm Dwayne and try to go talk to the guy?
Yes.
Absolutely. That sounds like a great idea. He only wants to kill Dwayne and hates otters.
All right.
I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I'm being sarcastic, really.
I love it.
Maybe you guys pretend you caught me. Maybe I pretend I'm Dwayne and you guys caught me and bring me over.
We can Chewbacca him.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good idea.
That's a good idea. Maybe
I think it's a great idea. I have no idea what we're trying to accomplish, but I love it.
I think we're just picking on hillbillies.
Yes, pretty much. Corvid, if you could shapeshift into a redneck who hates otters,
He stays the same.
Yeah. Oh, that was well done. Perfect. And then, yes, is that what we're going to try? You bring him in and pretend to be Dwayne, and the rest of us wait outside where it's safe?
I mean, I feel like that might do something for us.
I like it.
Okay.
Well, to set this, they are fairies.
Yes.
Oh,
They're
all
pixies.
Right.
Pixies.
So I can't turn into a pixie because they're too small.
Yeah, their face sprites. Face sprites would be their monster card.
Can you
Corbin will explain that actually. Well, actually, I have a limit to the size of things that I can transform into. It's only like about a foot smaller or taller.
Corvid, what about just turning your hand into a pixie while one of us does the voice and you just pop in through the window? And you're like, guys, come out here. You got to see. I think that'll work. They're morons.
That's a good idea.
Wait.
Then turn your...
Wait, I can switch. I can switch.
Yeah. Tackle for kisses.
I was conflating it with the rules of disguise self. You can change your size between medium and small.
See, that's why we don't follow the rules in here.
Mm-hmm.
You just handcuff you.
I can turn into a pixie. They're considered small, right?
They're not considered like extra small.
It says tiny fae.
Oh, tiny. I can be a small one.
Yeah.
You're like a giant
pixie.
to them.
Oh, that's
You're a pixie
pixies.
giant.
Fairies are small. Pixies are tiny. So I'll do a fairy. I'll turn into a fairy.
Okay.
There's a comment, by the way, on Twitch says, "Are they making fairyfetamine?"
There is an oddly chemically smell, but it also like has this kind of like the smell of Willy Wonka factor, the smell of magic in the air as well. That's like but when magic meets industry.
Nice.
So it's like magic and Sudafed.
Smell.
All right. I turn into a redneck fairy.
And I'm just to be safe. I think I'm gonna pretend I'm unconscious. That way they won't try to ask me nothing. But you guys can maybe glean some information by saying, "Hey, we got him."
All right, if you pretend to be unconscious. If you pretend to be unconscious, then what we need to do here is get everybody else around the corner, so because I can't carry you in.
Do you
Look
look
at
like
me, I'm small now.
that stupid Jeff Dunham doll?
Oh my god.
No.
What's that doll's name?
Don't give it life or power. Don't speak its name.
Don't speak its name.
Just so you guys know, if you're ever unable to sleep, about 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., Tubi always playing Jeff Dunham specials.
Oh God.
All of them.
Are you saying that to help us sleep or to keep us
I'm just
awake
letting
in a
you know
raid?
what's happening in my life.
So, you guys, as you approach, you guys hear the redneck fairies talking. So I'm telling you, all right. So he has like this one character. It's his comedy special. Like it's like a terrorist, man. Everything he says, like I'll kill you, man. I don't know the culture. I don't get the reference or the xenophobia, but man, it makes me laugh.
The xenophobia.
Woo!
Wait, Tubi is a streaming site. Why do you have to wait till 3 a.m. to watch?
I was going to ask that too, but I just
You don't
figured I'd
need
let
to
it
wait.
slide.
I'm just letting you know that when I wake up in the middle of the night and turn on TV, it's Jeff Dunham.
Okay.
I was wondering
Also,
that
if
too.
I'm
I was
like,
like, they only
oh,
stream
I
it
don't-
in those hours.
If I come home from
gonna wait
work and I'm like,
3 a.m.
let me
to
watch some TV, Jeff Dunham. It's always Jeff Dunham.
He just grabs a Tootsie Roll and says, "Oh, Jeff Dunham's on right now."
The Comedy Dynamics channel will say it's playing somebody else, Jeff Dunham. I don't know.
I wish that I didn't think you were funny on stage, so it would be much easier for me to form just a solid opinion of you. But
I'm not choosing to watch this. I'm saying I go to TV looking for something. It's Jeff Dunham all the time. I can't escape it.
I just like this.
I don't want to watch it.
Somebody's pulling a
Especially between
prank
3
on
and
you.
5 a.m.
I'm like,
Only between 3 and 5, you can watch Jeff Dunham's special.
At this point, this is the first sign that you This is the first sign that you have a tumor of something. That there's something wrong with your brain. You have a bleed. That you have a compulsion to watch Jeff Dunham at 3 a.m.
I mean, she did hit her head earlier, so maybe this
I
is
told
the
you I hit my head
DP.
earlier. I don't feel good right now, guys, but
She hit her head laughing at Jeff Dunham.
I was like, oh my God, I kill you? What
She
was the
knee
last thing
slapped.
you saw before you blew up? My ass. I know all the lines now. I hate
Oh
it.
my God. I'm so sorry for you.
Thank you.
Oh man! And then he does this thing where I don't know what a jalapeno is, but I know what one sounds like now. And let me tell you. Hold on,
Then
wait.
you want a stick.
Who's approaching?
Hello? Hello, I'm just a redneck fairy here.
Oh, you're
You can call me
huge,
Oscar
man.
Cletus Meyer.
And I'm unconscious, but I'm kind of walking, so I can help him carry me in. So
You can play
Yeah, I got this.
O-line.
Just so you guys know, the character's name is Bubba.
Which
Can you
one?
hear for a minute?
The hillbilly puppet. It's Bubba.
Oh. Okay, nice.
You look like a
End
Bubba.
scene.
Can I
That's the
call
end
you
of the
Bubba?
scene.
Bubba J.
Man, you look just like this puppet from a comedy special, but you're real and huge, man. You're crazy.
Oh yeah, they stole that from me. You know, they based that character that Dunham, the guy, he met me, and he was like, "Man, I gotta do a character like that."
Man, I sure love to go to Stony, Oregon, man. See Jeff Dunham in person.
Well, speaking of which, is this? I know we all hate other folk around here because we're racist against them. But
Hell yeah, we
Yeah.
is. High five in the background, two of the fairies.
I caught one, and I think it might be that. What's that? Daryl or Danny or whatever. He's a bad guy.
Are you saying you caught Dwayne? You caught Dwayne? Oh man, brother, if you caught Dwayne, man,
I mean, if this is Dwayne, what can you tell us about him?
well, he's an otter folk. Usually has a bunch of wares that he has stolen from the Glimmering Vale, and that's actually I know we look like a bunch of super cool, tough, outdoorsy type guys, like total alphas and everything, but
Hell yeah, we do.
we have a job here, and that is damn
Guns
straight.
hounds.
But we got a job to do here, and that is to protect the sanctity of this forest. And this
And I'm just
Dwayne
like,
guy just
I'm
steals.
unconscious, Dwayne.
Now this Dwayne guy just took only photographs and left only footprints. I have no problem with this Dwayne fella, but he's constantly pilfering and stealing things and going upstream. I even hear he goes to Stony, Oregon. And here's the thing:
what kind of stuff is he stealing upstream?
Well, like the forest, the star, the very nature of the veil itself provides awesome things from Stony, Oregon, like the cool Papa Cracker, or what's Papa like the cool
Papa Roach,
like the cool Papa Roach CD that I'm about to put on.
We never knew we needed.
That's a mashup we need to see exist.
Dwayne also, just the record, Dwayne also pirates MLB games without express written consent.
Yeah, there's this janky line running from his TV, like into the veil. Like, we get that because we are one with the veil and the forest, okay?
Before Dwayne, we had to watch Tubi at 3 a.m.
But all they were showing was Jim Dunham.
That's all
fucking torture, my guys.
Now, here's the thing. That son of a bitch, that furry, oily coated, yeah, I'll say it, they got oily coats. Tummy rock smashing son of a bitch. He actually takes the sacred gifts that the veil leaves and smuggles them out for profit. He's actually created some sort of black market for all this shit. So if I ever see him, oh yeah, I'm gonna act like I'm gonna beat him like I'm a giant rooster hitting a dog in the backside with a 2x4. Just bam, 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 nonstop.
Well, that sure is a metaphor.
I watched a lot of Foghorn Leghorn. It's the only Southern reference I was drawn upon at the time.
To that I say, yeehaw!
Oh, so anyhow, this is a backstory. You say you got him?
Yeah, right. I mean, I got a one of them.
A one. Let me see.
One of them yucky
As they've been talking, I've been like trying to sneak back out the door.
Can I see his face? Can I see Thelonious' face?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Wait, that ain't Dwayne. That ain't Dwayne at all. Now, I might be a racist, but there are levels to racism, Sarah. They do not all. Many of them have distinct, beautiful faces that are pleasant to look at.
That I hate.
that I wish I was as cuddly as one of them.
Damn, we were hoping your hate would blind you.
They all look the same to me.
I would recommend, talking to somebody about this. I'm not here to shame anybody, but man, you seem intolerant, brother.
Okay.
When, just to help me out, you should be like, "This ain't Dwayne. Get the hell out of here!" Just so they don't hurt me.
So wait, is this one beautiful, or is Dwayne the beautiful one? Just for reference.
Oh, Dwayne is gorgeous. He is beautiful. He is like an otter, Timothy Chalamet.
Otter Adonis.
He just has a youthful, bright shininess to his looks.
So let me get this straight. You're calling this otter that slowly crawled away ugly and Dwayne beautiful.
Look at his face.
Good thing he's mostly unconscious. That'd be a blow to the ego, huh?
Man, this is some bullshit right here.
This one has the face of a fighter. Look at him. His hands are wrapped, too. He has the thickened brow of somebody who's taken many a shots to the face. I'm just saying.
Yeah, from me, because I'm all tough.
All right. Well, I love this guy talk. We're talking about fighting and stuff. Yeah, you're a real alpha man. Just like me, brother.
Yep. Boobies, I like those.
Well, actually, are you actually looking to go deeper into the veil?
I think I just heard a bird say yes. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, because if you're looking for Dwayne, that's probably where you're going to find him. It'd be deeper in the veil. All right, but since I don't know you and you're going to try to pass, I got to give you a riddle. And it's kind of like the whole rules of the, rules of the forest. You want to go deeper into the veil, you got to pass. We all got a job to do, right? My daddy's daddy was a riddle giver. My daddy's daddy before him was a riddle giver. And this is the Gilded Veil. It's just something,
Wow, riddle giver with a hard R.
Is this related to like a riddle about your family genealogy? Because I think the answer is your uncle.
You got that right. I got that. Okay, all right, we're gonna give a backup riddle. So, we have a second riddle that we're gonna give you. Now I gotta warn you. If you don't pass this riddle, then you don't have it. We call this the test of purity. All right. Now, if you fail the test of purity, well, then you're gonna have to. Me and my kin here are gonna have to drop the hammer on you. All right. Now, you seem like fine folk. But whenever you're ready, let's do this riddle thing. We figure out if you pass the riddle, I'll guide you to the first star, and I'll guide you to, as far as I know, into the forest. Even though it burns my
and then if I don't, you try to beat me up, then I have to kick your ass.
Well, I'm just saying there'd be a problem.
Yeah, with your face if you try to come at me.
Jesus Christ.
You trying to provoke me? You trying to come with the big dog in front of his head? Let me tell you something. I've been pounding Four Loko all morning. You want to escalate? We can escalate right now.
I'm just saying, if you talking about dropping hammers, I'll hammer right back.
I rarely have the moral high ground to say that I beat up the racist in a conversation, but I have that today.
Well, you don't want that kind of street cred. Leave me. Anyways, let's what's this riddle before we get to throwing hands?
Okay, here's the riddle. Ready? All right, now I'm reading this out of the book. Okay, this is what the writer of this dungeon, what he thought was a riddle you guys could solve. All right.
All right, everybody get on Google.
When is a door?
Oh, I got this one, you guys.
All right, ready? In daylight.
Oh, sorry.
In daylight, I am remarkable and unseen. At night, I am absent, not even a gleam.
My dad?
But in twilight, I shine with brief delight, mirroring the stars, a sibling to the light. Who am I?
I'm napping.
Now, I understand. I'm looking at the answer part of the card here because I know it's on the back, and I'm like, maybe this was a popular, like, because they sealed this away years ago, and maybe this made sense to my great granddaddy when they were writing the backup riddle. All right, but so I add this little addendum onto it. All right.
Is it the moon? I try to hint to him that it's the moon.
It is. I'll give you 4 guesses, and all right. Okay, so I'll read it again. In daylight, I am unremarkable and unseen. At night, I am absent, not even a gleam. But in twilight, I shine with brief delight, mirror the stars, a sibling to the light. Who am I?
A candle?
Meatloaf?
I know.
What does Twilight mean?
It is the other half. If it is the other half of the name of my favorite soda.
It's either a vampire movie or it's Sunset.
A soda that starts with mountain.
Blue Mountain?
You're talking. You had me at mountain. You talking about the dew?
Wait, Cletus, what did you give that Mountain Dew hint? Did you give him the Mountain Dew? We have one job. Here. This motherfucker just guessed Dew on the second guess. All right?
Is that right?
Yes, it's right. It is right, yes.
Hey,
Apple's just yelling from outside. Hey, is that right?
Did you Google it?
No.
No, I guess somebody.
I'm just good at riddles.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, he's the only person who listened to the hint. I was kidding. It's like I was giving story elements. And
the hint
sold it.
I heard the hint, and I was like, "It's no way it's due. It's got to be something more complicated than that."
Yeah, right.
Well, the secret to being good at riddles is it's the dumb answer. It's the dumb answer.
Well, your girl would never have gotten it, so.
Well, I was reading that riddle again. I was like, all right, well, any party I was in, we'd all be getting into combat. Just be
the moon at first, too.
Yeah, that was way off.
I honestly, and I admitted that I didn't expect you guys to get it. I expect you guys to roll over it, but I could say, like, I gave you a really good hint, and I was looking forward to doing that, but I wasn't counting on you guys actually listening and something. All right, well, holy shit.
Not listening.
Well, fine, you got it. Well, I guess we got to take you to the next thing. All right, well, oh, sorry, ladies, he says as he kisses his hands. Sorry to get you excited for nothing, ladies. And this is little itty bitty thing.
Milton scrambles out. Where's the ladies at?
Holy shit, what's that thing?
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Milton. Where them ladies? You got a lady?
Did you turn back into the rat?
It's a different character. Sorry, Jesse.
No problem.
So you are led down the.
Hey, Damien, real quick, since we left that little place they were in, whatever, their house. I did a stealth roll. I rolled 19 plus 5, 24 to hit in their house without them noticing.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is probably where we're going to end the episode. I love it. What are you doing? Because we're at an hour and a half.
Where are you shitting?
Yeah, what's happening?
Good question.
Behind the couch, so it's going to take them a while.
No shit.
Okay. I want a Constitution roll. Now you shit. Now keep in mind, if you roll low, I'm going to say that it's a very unimpressive. Like you're like really, like you're trying to get water from a stone. But just give me a Constitution check. We're going to see what happens. Almost any roll will give you the result you desire.
5 plus 2, 7.
7. It looks like a child has shot in here, but who knows what otter poop? But there's poop. There is poop in this house behind the couch.
An otter child.
An otter
There's some
child.
poop in this house. There's some poop in the house. Get a
Wet-ass poopy.
bucket and a mop for this wet-ass poop.
That's a great ending.
Yes, and with I will go a little. As you're doing that, that's what we cut to the party, and the party has led to here's the star fail, and it's created quite a mess, and you see just tons of many of these barrels, and it says it's shnikey toxic waste. It says shnikey on the. It's like leaking this like green mutagen style, like Ninja Turtle style ooze, but these are like toxic waste barrels, and they have the Schneike's logo on them from Stony, Oregon.
That's where they led us to. The fairies led us into the Vale to these barrels.
That they led you to the first star, and the first mass of things that has fallen out of.
Oh, so this is something that fell from the sky.
Yes, it's not actually like Mr. Burns style radioactive toxic waste, but visually to understand that this is waste, that this is like the dip from Roger Rabbit. Yes, this is some sort of chemical. I think Dave said it earlier. Whatever, dark water.
Oh.
These are forever chemicals.
This is the vat that the Joker fell in.
Yes.
Mm.
This was this once pristine Oregon wetlands, and kind of a little pond is polluted to look like I don't know the Joker vats.
And we all see this?
Yes. And as you just, and with Cletus coughing his lungs out, man, the drinking water just ain't been good since this star. As he's like, fills up his canteen with this water and just starts drinking it again. This water got a kick to it now. Woo!
That must be the electrolytes.
And that is where we're going to end our episode today, with you guys journeying deeper into the Glimmering Vale. Jesse, we're going to start the new tradition on the show where
air grievances about each other.
Grievances and tips. So instead of plugs, you can plug anything you want still, but when we call on you to say your goodbyes, just if you have a life hack, a tip, or just something you want to tell the world about, think on that.
Okay. All right. Let me think about that for a second. A life hack or a tip? Gosh. Well,
Maybe something about being on a cruise.
I'll go first. I have been Damian Mercado. Thank you for joining us here on Awful Neutral. Please check us out every Sunday. We start streaming at 12-ish, though we're getting a lot better, but 12-ish Pacific Standard Time on Twitch. The episodes are later released on YouTube and on wherever you get your podcasts. And my tip would be, if you or yourself are a veteran, or you know somebody who's been a veteran, go to the VA and get military disability. Go get reevaluated. It is life changing. This is advice to a small niche of people, but do it. It'll change your life. Go on Reddit and look up a bunch of threads from veterans, and get paid, fool. Next, Salvador Viesca. Anything to plug or life tip?
No. No. Just reach out to friends. Had a great time hanging out with some friends yesterday. I've been thinking of hitting him up over and over for like the last 2-3 months, and I finally just texted him and he was available, and we had a blast, and a bunch of friends showed up, and I don't know, let people know you love them, and yeah, be cool.
That's great fucking advice, and you almost kept that from us, you selfish piece of shit. Like,
I'm an advice hog.
Dave Callens.
I swear to God, I was going to say text some friends every once in a while just to like keep in touch with people. So I'm going to say maybe don't steal someone else's advice right before you go when they're going to do theirs.
That's good advice.
Thank you. Also, the VA thing. That was a good one, too.
That was actually going to be Dave's. Sarah Lee Steiner.
My advice is download the Tubi app. It's great.
But only at 3 a.m.
They have the Comedy Dynamics channel, life-changing. And my whole life now is before Tubi and after Tubi. Mainly before Jeff Dunham and after Jeff Dunham.
Tubi or not Tubi?
If that videotape
we're fighting for that one
from The Ring was real, that if you did watch it every time you had 7 days to live, and if I were the Netflix executive who for clicks put that on Netflix, I would be less evil than you for recommending Jeff Dunham on Tubi.
I'm not necessarily recommending it. I just don't want to be alone in this torture and suffering.
You're doing it to yourself.
So your real advice is join me in my torture.
Yeah.
Oh, because I'll open the app and it's like, coming up, Chelsea Handler. And I'm like, okay. And then it's like, here's Jeff Dunham in Israel. And I'm like, why?
She's like, I was just trying to enjoy my Tootsie Rolls, and then this comes on.
You know, you could just go to Dry Bar Comedy and watch Jesse Egan's comedy
That's a whole
special.
other app I have to download. I got to pay for it. Oh.
Jesse, get on Tubi.
Yeah, I will.
Jesse Egan, do you have any tips?
My only tip is that the way streaming services work is you choose what you want to watch. They don't force you into it, and you basically can watch it whenever you want at any time of the day. And if there's Jeff Dunham on and you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. No one's putting a gun to your head. Watch the racist puppet.
It's like my body freezes and I lose control and can't do anything.
She Dunham's out.
She does this. I swear to God, this is why she's a Meatloaf fan. Like his music came on and she like froze. She had like a trauma response and she froze. And it became the first album she listened to.
And then she Stockholm syndromed him.
New hypothesis. She's actually completely insane. When it says it's playing Chelsea Handler, it's playing Chelsea Handler. She's just imposing Jeff Dunham over it. What she really wants to see.
Chelsea's bringing a puppet on stage. Smart. Nice.
My real advice is eat more fresh fruit. All right,
Clint Beischer, you're up.
My advice is if you yourself find like good tips and tricks and stuff, keep them tight to your chest. Don't share them. Don't give other people an advantage. You want to keep your tips and tricks tight to your chest so you are better than other people. That is my
wow. I can't believe you just gave people that tip. That's a fucking fail on your part.
Damn it. A real tip is remember that water is real and you should drink it. Remember hydration exists Don't let yourself get extremely dehydrated just because you're like, I'm tired of drinking water every single day, and then go for like a week without it.
It's interesting you say this because Immortan Joe is saying I shouldn't drink a lot of water, that I'll resent its absence if I do. So I have two expert figures
They
here.
both make good points.
Clint versus Immortan Joe on Piers Morgan tonight. All right, and that has been all. Thank you very much for listening to Awful Neutral. It has been fun giving you all the poop jokes one D&D podcast can deliver. If you enjoyed the show, please join our Discord. I'll put the I've had the recent link, the never expiring link in the comments. Reach out to us on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you, and recommend us to a friend. Hope to see you guys later. Thank you very much for joining us. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.